Let's do this, buddy. You know what I mean? I got to the table, he hit on me, and my arm was not moving. He just fucking ripped through my fingers, and I'm like, nope, not
perfect.
That's when I knew I won. I just was worried about my breathing.
Well, once you know that their lane to pin you is they can't just you have to do a lot of work. You know, okay, I only have to do a little bit of work to pin them in the right angle, so I just need to find it.
Yeah, and I did know that because that first hit, everyone's like, "Ooh, it's close." I'm like, no, that's when I knew, because when he hit me, my arm didn't move at all. Just my fingers kind of went.
No, I remember I was like, that looked good for Brian.
yeah. That's when I knew. I'm like, no, I have more arm than he does. You know?
What I was thinking, I didn't matter. I didn't care about A or B side. What I thought was, if you were to lose your hand, I'd be like, oh, okay. I wasn't like, but you didn't lose it. It's as you slipped, you let him go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He just went through my fingers. And I just made sure my arm was just planted.
That's what I mean. You didn't chase him, or you didn't like run away with him. You just you planted.
And I kind of committed too, which was nice. Like I threw my shoulder there, and I wasn't afraid.
Oh, yeah.
I even let him he kind of got out on my arm, and I was able to suck him back in and press him.
Throw him back,
I curled him back in. Yeah, and it was kind of and I executed the straps really well. Really the one round, the one round that he got me, and I had to sit there like this. I got too far out this way, and then I couldn't get back in time, so he just started.
I was hoping you were gonna let it go. I'm like, that's not a spot you want to fight for him, really.
No,
not that early, right? Not when it's.
Yeah. But I didn't want to lose a round. That was the problem. So,
that's fair.
And I ended up. Yeah, because I don't know why. I don't like losing at all, right? And when I lose, sometimes it can get like it might have turned the momentum around. Because if he would have got a pin on me, then it would have built his confidence up. Because his confidence was pretty low after he felt my side pressure. I had too much side pressure. He couldn't stop it. I wasn't going fast. I wasn't going fast, but I was going hard where it was just, I eventually got what I wanted. And then he was into this fucking King's move thing. The only thing is my press is a King's move killer. Like it is.
Yep.
I don't need my shoulder commitment. I just need my elbow to come forward, and I just press straight.
You instead of pressing here, you're following your bone line this way.
That's right. Yep. And that's what I do.
Still kind of safe, I guess. If you train it, I think it's safe.
I train it. A lot of people don't like it.
Yeah. I think that's more about a tricep if you do that as well.
Yeah. So, and that's what it is. It's more of a tricep committed press.
Yeah.
Where I just shove my elbow. Once I get to that 90, where I'm like, parallel.
Yeah.
I don't care if my shoulder's there. I can just,
Yeah. I do more of a shoulder.
You're more of a
frame.
You're more of a frame. Yeah. And that's what I mean. I can't get in tight. Like I feel like I lose all my strength when I do that. I don't know why. I know it's committed, but you know what I mean?
My guess, I've been looking things up and I can't really find much on it, but the only thing I've seen on it, Devin mentioned something about it a few times, and he said it a bunch, but he's never elaborated. He has elaborated, but I don't think people have focused too much. But the testing your frame, I don't think it's a test. I think it's a training your frame.
Training,
train your frame. Yeah,
right. It'd be strong when you're using your frame. Yeah,
exactly. And you need to know where your limits are, but that's why you test it to find them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you can't fully commit inside.
If you need to bail, you can.
Yeah, you know when it's getting too much, when you can. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't know, you'll end up breaking your arm or getting pulled out.
Oh yeah, I felt bad for Sean in his match because Josh is just too much. He was just too.
That first round, I saw something.
Yeah,
but
I did too at first, but then Josh just made a correction.
As soon as he felt whatever was happening in the first round, it didn't happen again. That's for sure.
Because it fired Josh up. Josh got pretty fired up because he kept. Yeah, he's in our turf, and we were just going nuts for Sean. And then he was like, fuck you. You know what I mean? And then I see him.
Yeah, and then it was.
Yeah, yeah. I know what Josh's hits like too. I've arm wrestled him 4 times now, and he told me I'm not taking it easy on you. And the last time I went up against him, he just hit me full out and with speed. He goes, "Oh, I'm practicing my hit," and I'm like, "Great,
perfect."
Yeah, on me, yeah, good in a way because I don't want anyone to take it easy on me. I want to get better, and
exactly.
You know, like we were talking in the group the other day about, because Ryan's asked a million questions, and which is
for
good.
sure.
I'm glad he does. He's going to improve so much because he wants to know, right? He wants to
And
know.
he knows he's got so many people and so many viewpoints.
Yeah, we can all help him. Yeah. And, you know, when I started, I know Sean corrected me. He's like, in my opinion, that's a bad idea. But it was Josh Bellin that actually got me to go pro, because I was talking to Josh at provincials, and Josh just said, don't rush pro. He says, do the amateur and just enter a pro class. But I was already arm wrestling 10 months at that time, right? So
that's also true. Yeah,
I was competing for 10 months, but I wanted, you know, like there's a little space when you're at the top of amateur and the bottom of pro. There's a gap there where you can only fill that gap though if you feel what pro's like, though.
If you feel what exactly, because the gap is different than you think.
It's different. Yeah, it's a lot
less of a power gap. I mean, there is a big power
No,
gap.
it's a technical
it's
gap.
a huge technical gap. Technical.
Yeah.
Hannah and Victoria had a match.
I had a feeling though that Victoria was going to be too strong.
Oh yeah.
Hannah's actually pretty technical with her hands. She got a good top roll, but Victoria,
for sure,
she's just got those short, strong arms, and her hands are pretty thick too. I had a feeling
Victoria
she would grab her and drag her. Yeah.
Victoria was definitely who I thought was going to win, but I was surprised that Hannah started to actually, like, when I saw her pull before, she wasn't doing much shoulder commitment.
Yeah.
She started to, in this match, put some shoulder commitment there. It started to give her a little more purchase, you know.
But she's been working on her hook, from what I hear.
Yeah, because before she was staying kind of too open, so it was easier for this lane to be pushed because her shoulder wasn't there to block it, right? So she started getting in there. Victoria had to more come over the top and around.
Yeah. I think she's still a little scared to go inside, right? So,
which is reasonable. I mean, it's
yeah. I know, even for me, like, it's just coming now. Yeah. So, okay. So Victoria, Hannah, yeah.
Well, and then
there was
Darren Greedy and Colton Scott.
Oh yeah. I remember that. It was kind of one-sided, that one. Wasn't
it? Well, left was Colton's better arm,
Oh.
And Darren just had too much for him.
Just too strong. Was that the bearded guy? Was that the bearded guy?
Yeah, he started to find a lane almost on the left.
Yeah.
But he got shut down. But
yeah.
But I mean, Darren just was too much for him. And then they also had a right arm match, and Colton's right arm, he was saying, isn't as good as his left. He's a lefty, so, or maybe he's not lefty, but anyway, that day right was not up to par. So he knew he wasn't gonna do so well, but so he got swept on the right. But good, he still put up a fight though. You know what?
Yeah,
he's still he was gritting, man. He was still fighting. Yeah, Jared Freeman and Brent Bellamy.
That was a good. I couldn't believe how much Jared. I did not think Jared was going to dominate Brent like that. I'm telling you. That was impressive. Good. Yeah, very impressive.
And then Ryan from our club had 2 matches with Chris Drinkwalter.
Yeah, Ryan dominated.
Both left and right. Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty. Seemed pretty one-sided.
And then Dakota and Neil, I think, was the other match too, eh?
Yeah. Dakota. Yeah, I couldn't believe. Dakota won both too, didn't he? Right.
He did. Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, Neil hasn't really competed in like a year and a half or a couple years. So.